Masking is incredibly complex, and so there's a lot of different facets to it, and there are a number of different things that can actually cause the autistic person pain when they're masking. One really straightforward thing is stim suppression, because stimming is the way that we regulate our nervous system. It's also a way that we release tension from our body, and when we repress those stims, we are robbing ourselves of regulation, and we're also kind of trapping tension in our bodies, which can lead to pain. Another pretty obvious and outward way that autistic people mask is by modulating like their posture and body language and facial expressions and voice fluctuation, and those things, not only because it's like forced, right? It's not natural to us. That can also create tension in our body. I can't tell you how many times I've left social interactions and like for whatever reason felt like I had to hold my body in a particular kind of way that caused me pain, and my masking caused me to not even move out of that body posture, or fucking plastering on a smile on my face the whole entire time and leaving with like a tight jaw and like pain in this whole area, like my cheeks, my lips, my jaw, all of it, which can also lead to headaches. Oftentimes, masking means that we're avoiding our sensory needs and the accommodations that we need in order to not be so overwhelmed by our sensory experiences. And for me, like, I'm very, very sensitive to sound, and I'm very sensitive to certain types of light. And if I'm forcing myself to be in those environments as to like appear normal, without the proper accommodations, then that can lead to like migraines is like the number one thing. It can also lead to like nausea, and with all of these, just like extreme exhaustion and fatigue. But the number one for me, and definitely the most tricky because it's just such a subconscious pattern and it just kind of happens automatically, is taking responsibility for emotionally regulating everyone in the room, which means extreme hypervigilance and like being attuned to the other people's body postures and facial expressions and micro expressions and tones of voices, and the energy of each person, and doing what I can to make sure that everyone is okay, and regulating or modulating myself to make sure everyone else feels okay. And